Well, the World Economic Forum on Southeast Asia is beginning in Kuala Lumpur. The 10 member countries of the ASEAN economic bloc are the focus of this year's meeting. Late last year, they signed a partnership to increase economic integration across the region. The deal also allows goods, people and services to cross borders more easily. Well, TRT World's business correspondent Azhar Sukri is in KL at that gathering and joins us now live. Good morning to you, Azhar.
Hello, Kamali. Thank you and welcome to the World Economic Forum here in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Now, one of the pillars of the World Economic Forum this year is something called the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Now, by that, what the forum is trying to say is a convergence of technologies that are changing people's lives and revolutionizing industries and economies. Now, with me to talk a little bit about how that is affecting one particular industry here in this part of the world is Jeremy Sheldon, who's the head of markets for property consultancy firm JLL. Jeremy, thank you very much for joining us here. Tell us a little bit about how these major technological shifts are affecting the industry that you're in and the area that you're in.
Well, as it relates to the technological shifts that are happening and the conversations that have been happening this morning, it's very obvious that Southeast Asia can significantly benefit in that it can actually leapfrog a number of the developmental constraints and infrastructure constraints that are felt elsewhere. As it relates to real estate, in the office space sector, the demand and the growth of this area, running at about 6% per annum, far exceeds elsewhere in the world, and therefore we see a great demand for space coming up in all the cities and centres as a consequence of elements such as the outsourcing of jobs from elsewhere to cheaper locations.
Can I just ask you there, you mentioned jobs, now that's a very crucial element of all of this. Now, technological change displaces large numbers of people inevitably. What are the opportunities and the challenges, though, that you see in respect to that in this part of the world?
I think as far as the job opportunities are concerned, in any evolution, technological or otherwise, there are always routine jobs replaced by higher paying, higher value jobs. And the reality is that the outsourcing of jobs to this part of the world, we've got a hugely young population in Southeast Asia, and the vast majority of those people are highly talented. And so what we're finding is that companies are looking to this part of the world to find that talent to work in a number of different lines. There are jobs being invented every day that ultimately are replacing some of the older routine jobs that have happened previously. I also think that the technology piece of the puzzle in Southeast Asia, we're great adapters of technology, and there's some great examples in places like Indonesia with something like Gojek, where we've taken the Uber principle.
Jeremy, thank you very much indeed for that. Jeremy Sheldon from Property Consultants JLL. That's about all we have time for right now from the World Economic Forum. We'll have more for you later on. We're going to be talking about a lot more about ASEAN integration and the effect that's having on the labour markets. But for now, it's back to you, Kamali.
Thank you, Azhar.